Now let's solve page 117, resolve page 117. So AB, it's not clear the figure, but I will help you. AB is passing through the center. So yes, Nuratu, it's a what?
AB is a diameter.
Diameter. In the second part, each circle has two centers, each circle has three centers, each center has one center. Yes, Fatima Ismail?
Each center has one center.
Excellent, one
Each
center.
circle, sorry.
Excellent. 3, Maryam, each circle has two diameter, infinite number of diameter, each circle have one diameter. Yes, Maryam?
Each circle has infinite number of diameters.
Infinite numbers. Since I can draw many diameter in a circle. Since Zara is the fourth one, AB is diameter, radius, chord.
AB is a chord.
Is a chord, very good. It's a 2 points on the circle.
Because
it, the last one, no need for making justify.
Can I say it?
Yes, Noor? XY.
XY cuts C at two distinct points.
Not clear here, but it cuts circle here at 2 points. Very good. Now let's move to page 180. Answer by true or false. If A and B are 2 points on the circle C, such A and B are diametrically opposite. I will make it diametrically opposite. Then AB is a what? Yes, Mariam. Yes. Yes, Mariam.
Then AB is not a radius. It's false. It's a diameter.
Very good. So false, and we put instead of a radius diameter.
Diameter.
You circle the word radius to know that is the wrong one, and write diameter. Since they are diametrically opposite. From the word diametrically, I can reach that what? That it's not.
They are diameter.
Okay. Part 2, Fatima Ismail. If A is a point on the circle C of center O and radius R, I will draw an example here by freehand. I will draw the figure by freehand here. This is O, this is the circle C, and a line D perpendicular to OA. OA is a what? A on the circle. OA is a radius.
OA are radius.
Is a radius.
Okay.
It's a radius.
And I will draw a perpendicular on A. I will draw a perpendicular on A. That is in the given. Then the line D is circle to the tangent to the circle C. True or false, ya Fatima?
True, because it's perpendicular.
True. No need for justify. True. When it's true, no need. I will justify by my figure. Part 3. If in a circle we have two perpendicular diameter. This is a circle. I have two perpendicular diameter like that. Okay. Then these two diameter are perpendicular bisector to each other. What do you mean of perpendicular bisector? Do you remember? Who remember? Yes, Zara.
Me.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
A perpendicular bisector is a perpendicular and a point cuts the line into two equal lines.
Perpendicular at its midpoint. That means it's perpendicular at its midpoint. That means midpoint and perpendicular with midpoint. So as you know, the midpoint is O here, and this one equal to this one, and equal to this one also, and equal to this one. Since are all of them
Radius.
circular radiusness, so it's perpendicular by yes or no?
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Part 4, 5. I don't want to solve it now. When we get the chapter of triangle, I will solve it with you since included with triangle. Let's them don't solve them. Let's move to page to part 6. C is a circle of center O radius R. D is a line at the distance between O and D greater than the radius. Then its tangent.
Can I say?
What?
It is called exterior.
False. It's exterior.
Yes, false.
And we say then D is an external line. External or exterior line. The two words are correct. External line. since it's greater than the radius, the distance. You should memorize the word distance from where to where. D is an external line. Is it clear? Now, in page 119, you should study the position of D to the circle C. But now the position is as a fraction and a number. Look the teacher what she said. She said that the radius is like that. I don't know the value of the radius. First of all, I should calculate the radius of the circle. انتوا بتعرفوا يا مس نحن لما نعمل study للposition when I want to study the position I want to compare the distance from O to D to the radius. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Here the distance are not a value. I'm not giving the value. ما جيت قلت لكم أنا radius is equal to 2 centimeter والdistance is مثلا 4 centimeter. What is the respective position? Now I giving you the distance and the radius as a fraction and as another operation. You should solve them to compare the distance to the radius. So first step you should make it here. You should calculate the radius. Maybe the radius is 4. Then you calculate the distance. Make calculation as you know. Make calculation. مثل ما معلمين نعمل calculation. Over 1 here. You make calculation. Maybe you get here 3. Distance is 3. Now if you want to study, you set for me. The radius is 4. The distance is 5. So or 3. So is a secant line since it's less than the radius. So first thing you should make it calculate. Start your work. Yes, Noor. Let's calculate the radius.
2 over 3, 2 power 3 over 2.
What do you mean of 2 power 3 as a number?
It is 8.
8
2
over
times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. Over 2 plus 1 over 2 minus 1.
minus 1. Excellent. Continue. Equal.
Uh,
Add the same denominator. 8 plus 1. 9. 9 over 2.
minus 1 over 1. 1 over 1, we have to put the same denominator. 1 times 2 and 1 times 2.
Very good. It's 1 over 1. I will make the same denominator times 2 times 2. It will be 9 over minus 2 over 2. Very good.
Equal 7 over 2.
Equal 7 over 2. And if you get the value of 7 over 2, as you know, 7 divide 2 equal to what? 3 and?
3 and a half.
3 and a half. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Now the distance. Who wants to solve it? 121 over 11. 121 divide 11. Yes, that's right. 121 divide 11, it's 11. You know it. Yes. It's 11. Minus 2 over 3. Instead of 2 over 3, I will put 8. Minus 8. Minus a half. I will make the first two numbers together. 11 minus 8, that means 3. 3 over 1 minus 1 over 2. It's equal. I should reduce to same denominator. Times 2 times 2. It's 6 over 2 minus 1 over 2. It will be 5 over 2. What's the meaning of 5 over 2? 5 divide 2. Yes, Mariam. 5 divide 2.
2 and a half.
2 and a half. Can you say for me what it should be the distance now? Look at the distance. The radius is greater than the distance. The distance is less than the radius. So, what is the position of the straight line D? What is the position of the straight line D, teacher? Mariam, less than the radius. What should be D?
It is secant.
Secant. Cuts the circle into two distinct points. Very good. So now I can write that the distance from O to D is less than the radius, then G cuts the circle into two distinct points, and D is a secant. You can say 3.5 centimeter greater than what? Greater than the distance here, 2.5. Greater than 2.5. And the last part, they are asking me to draw the circle. How we draw it? First of all, we draw a circle of center O, radius, write the given here. Circle, center O, radius, what?
3.5.
3.5.
So you draw the circle, center O, radius 3.5. Yalla, draw it. And when you have finished, I will make it here by freehand. I will make it here by freehand. Center O, radius 3.5. Then you get a point from O. What is the point? 2.5, the distance from O to this line. And you make a perpendicular, and it will be straight line D. And as you see, it cuts the circle into two distinct points, and it's called secant. Don't forget, 2.5, the distance from O to the straight line. Okay? 2.5.